Welcome to Clam Man 2 Open Mic. Open Mic. Yep, sure. I should just restart the episode, but I won't. We are moving on from our initial evaluation. The very loud sound effect for no reason. Pete, 3 knocks in your cubicle and the creeping smell of coffee. You already know who's coming to see you.
Hey, man. Is that the evaluation form? Almost done?
I was not expecting this to be voiced. Yep, what's up?
Not much.
Oh, I hate this. This is too familiar and I hate it.
All right, hot take. The pickle is the most important part of the burger. Change my mind.
If it was the most important part of the burger, it'd be called a pickle sandwich. No. You know what? No need. You're absolutely correct. Oh, so they're not all red. Okay. Damn straight. He takes another sip of his coffee. I've been asking other people in the office. You wouldn't believe the insanities I've been hearing. Yeah, what have they been saying? He leans in. Jackson says it's the onions. Can you... He shakes his head and then continues. Can you believe that? Onions. Crazy talk. Absolute crazy talk. Wendy said tomato, but she's old and I don't know what hamburgers were like back in her day. Couldn't bear telling her she was wrong. She's very wrong, though. Super wrong. Undeniably ultra wrong. He takes another sip of his coffee. Pickle power, dude. Pickle power. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. We work at in a mayonnaise company. Shouldn't official company policy be that mayo is the most important? He reconsiders for a second, but eventually returns to the same conclusion. As long as we make sure to state these opinions are our own and not reflective of the company, we should be fine. Still, might want to keep quiet about this convo outside of work. You know, precautions. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Oh good, I thought you really just came to talk to me about fast food. You say that like it's not important, dude. I'm the CEO. I have to ask the tough questions. Oh god. He's the CEO? He's our friend who got promoted? Dude, why are you, if you're the CEO, why are you hanging out in my cube with a cup of coffee? It's been 4 years and I still can't believe you're CEO. Me neither, dude. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Alright, what is it? Come on, I'll show you. Sure, why not? Let's go. Pete. Echoes of light metallic taps and clanks climb their way up the elevator shaft. The low, peaceful rumbling of the bowels of Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise office building. The relaxed breathing of a giant concrete behemoth. That's not a sentence. I mean, it's not entirely stylistically unreasonable, it's just kind of clunky. And it's not a sentence. It sounds normal, like there's no cause for alarm. Peaceful. All is well in Snacky Bay, and for the first time in a while, Pete seems excited about something. I wish this didn't say Pete, because it's not Pete's perspective. It's our perspective. And it's not Pete saying it, nobody's saying it. This needs some formatting work. Say nothing, just bask in the glory of the elevator shaft. For a moment, the flickering lights give off some heat, the warm promise of adventure.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Pete takes a single deep breath, as if taking in the view. Pointing towards the space formerly occupied by an elevator, he clarifies. This is what I wanted to show you.
Remember our old boss? This is his old private elevator. After he, disappeared, there was no way of getting inside. It just sat there. Until today.
He takes a step forward, carefully scanning the inside of the shaft. It must have short-circuited or something because it just shot up through the roof this morning. Why would a button do that? Beats me, dude. Maybe somebody just hit it really hard. Yeah, that checks out. Of course. I didn't think of that. Pete shakes his head, trying to wrap his head around the situation. Straight through the roof. Like a bullet, man. It just burst through. Some private elevator, huh? Did you check the roof? He nods. It's just a wreck. We managed to open it up, but there was nothing inside. I noticed something, though. He looks excited. Whatever this is, he could barely wait to tell you about it. Don't wait for me to ask, just tell me. Just building the suspense, dude. You know how the regular elevator has 10 buttons? Sure. The private elevator had 11. How awesome is that? There's a secret floor. Well, yeah, if it was the private elevator, I assume it's the only way to get to the penthouse or something. Hang on. What was that about a quest? Oh, right. Sometimes you'll come across a task or mission that you can choose to pursue. If you do, that quest will be added to your quest journal. You can then refer to your journal whenever to check what you have done so far and what you need to do next. What's the point of these quests, you call them? Depends on the quest. Most of the time you'll learn something or get a deeper understanding of something or someone. That's knowledge and ideas you can use in your repertoire. However, the shape they take is decided by the outcome of that particular quest and your choices. My repertoire? We'll get into that later. For now, just remember the saying, quest good. Alright, how do I check the journal? Click the checkmark icon in the lower left, next to your big dumb face. Hey, that's rude. That's my face. Also, I can't do it right now. Nothing happens when I click it. You can't do it while talking to people. You know what? That's actually kind of great, because I figured that out on my own because I've played video games before, and often that is the case, but I kind of admire that they acknowledge it explicitly as well, both for the sake of comedy and for the sake of, you know, actually doing their due diligence in explaining their game design. Although, the fact that there's no click to proceed thing on this like half the time is very odd. That would be rude. Okay, got it. Thanks, me. No problem, me. How awesome is that? There's a secret floor. So how do we get down there? Hesitation. He didn't think of that until now. I wish this wasn't written like a script. I wish it was written, or I wish it was written more like a, you know, in prose form. Like, Pete hesitates, he didn't think of that until now. Maybe I can do that on the fly as I read it? That's probably more work than I want to put in. I don't know, it's kind of high to jump. Is it too high to jump? Gaping void of death and elevators. Who knows? Why not test it out? It's too high. Come up with another way to onto the secret floor. Ooh, that sound effect is both too loud and kind of unpleasant. It needs to be dulled down a little bit. It's very sharp and it's only in my left ear. Failure. Alright, here's an idea. If we swan dive into the shaft, our heads will absorb the blow, and our bodies will be fine to go exploring. Hesitation. I don't know, man. Are we really that thick-headed? Self-awareness. Hi. We definitely are. Indubitably, undeniably so. Oh, okay. That said, I'm pretty sure it goes against company policy to dive headfirst into anything without proper paperwork. I don't think we have the time for that. Fine, no swan dive. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. Maybe we can climb down somehow? You think we could? Aqua dynamics glow. Try to maintain balance as you shake your head. So I feel like aqua dynamics actually just means dexterity, after them talking about using the pen, and then, like, maintaining balance standing up. I think that's all that means. We can find another way, man. It's fine. Any ideas? There's some people coming to fix the elevator. We could wait for them and then ask them for help. Alright, so how do we do this? He shrugs. Either we climb down now or we wait until the service guys show up later today. They'll probably have a ladder or a rope. When are they coming? Well, they said sometime between half an hour ago and 7:30. So in the next few minutes or in 7 hours. Got it. Attempt to climb down the shaft. Alright, dude, lead the way. What could go wrong?
Are you sure about this, dude?
Not really. This was probably a terrible idea. Oh man, I wish we would have realized that 5 minutes ago. Can't turn back now anyway. We need to focus. Gaping void of death and elevators. The flickering lights certainly don't help the situation. It's hard enough just finding a place to grip or a foothold. Ventilation and windy drafts compose a somber tone. And somewhere deep below you hear a loud metallic clang, akin to the opening of a giant maw. This is it. Embrace the fall. Sink into the darkness. This massive shaft will be your doom. Did you hear that? What was that noise? I think the elevator shaft is making dick jokes. Gross. Tell it to stop. Stop it, shaft. Don't be so stiff. The road ahead is long and hard. Oh boy. Keep going. You manage to descend a fair distance until you reach the crux of the climb, about 2 meters of flat surface walls with nothing to grip. Beyond that, you spy a construction beam right underneath you. To your right dangles a cable seemingly unattached, swinging freely in the draft. It's unclear how far you are from the bottom. Maybe you could just drop? Try to grab the cable. Wow. Alright. Okay, so it's like a... Okay, so moderate... I assume easy is like a DC 7 or DC 10. Moderate is 13. Hard is maybe 17 or something. Anyway. You try to push yourself from the ledge, but your hands slip and you tumble down the shaft. The ground looks like it's eager to make your acquaintance. Well, it's something. You know, I appreciate that this is not, you know, there's not like a lot of animation going on here, but it's like, it's just enough to like give an element of dynamism to the image. So, I find this charming. So is our friend a swordfish or a dolphin? I thought he was a dolphin initially. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think we're gonna break here and come back to this in the next episode. See you guys then.